What's up, everybody? So I was just meant to do a reading. I've been meditating, and now I just got the energy feels a little bit heavy, but it's heavy because it's like what it feels like is okay. What I'm hearing, it's the integrating of the lesson, okay, into our life. Like we're just embodying who we are now after. I'm hearing after the ashes. So apparently, ashes are there after things have been set afire, so endings, going through endings. I also was hearing the John Mayer song, Shadow Days, and I'm also getting a lot of mother-father energy. So, and the word forgiveness kept coming through in my meditation, and as I'm, use because I asked for guidance on the cards to use, okay? I feel like because I'm having a hard time uh, communicating, I'm feeling like there might be some people struggling to really express themselves, now after the lesson, because I feel like we're processing these awarenesses, okay? And so it's like now that we have this awareness, I was told or I've been taught, and I believe is that awareness is the first step in change. Okay, but just because we have this awareness doesn't mean that we're okay with it yet, or yeah, and that's how it feels. It's like this, it's just like, okay, swallowing this truth, accepting this truth, whatever it is, because it's different for everyone. I feel like there's, it definitely has to do with relationships with people in general, but it's like I'm feeling strong mother father energy. Like there's mothers and fathers like getting reacquainted with their children, young and small. There's new fathers, just getting into this, stepping into a different role or really embracing the words. There's also, I'm hearing like forgiveness, like there's a forgiveness of self, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that have been swallowing a lot of truths um, in regards to, and there's acceptances of maybe like you didn't have the greatest mother or the greatest father, so it's like I'm feeling it from the mother father energy from both sides. So this is why the word forgiveness is penetrating. That's the word they gave me, because there's forgiveness for possibly the way that you mothered or fathered your children. I'm just hearing the words regret, missed opportunities. But it's like I said before, the awareness is the first step in change. And so, but still, when you see, I know I'm going to keep this part on me. Like, I know when I see the areas of my life where I haven't, really been that successful, or, when I've seen my behavior, the truth of my behavior, it's hard to swallow. Okay. And so then like I can swallow it, but then like to admit it and to own it and to even offer an apology if that's needed, that, just because I swallow it doesn't mean that I'm ready to offer the apology immediately, but I'm hearing change behavior. I feel like there's a recognition amongst whomever I'm connecting with that there's a need to change your behavior. And I feel like there's some of you that are already putting this into action, and it's still like not really being accepted, or it's still feeling awkward. Okay. Even the release of I'm hearing the release of victimhood, thinking that because you've lived this life and held on to all these things or had all these different experiences, that this is just all being released. which is good. This is like a really good, awesome thing that's happening. It's just kind of like the transition time, and it's uncomfortable, you know, like it's just it's you know, like wobbly ground. That's what I'm hearing. It's wobbly ground because it's new. It's new. It's like acting yourself into new behavior, and I don't know. They're reminding me of like when I first got sober, and even still today, I'm not all that great at having conversations with people. You know, I know I'm on YouTube and I'm like talk, you know, but I don't really open myself up to too many people, you know, to invite them into my private life. I've just due to it's an honor and privilege to be in somebody's life, okay, and to invite somebody into mine and to be invited into somebody else's. I mean, that's like it's a big deal, you know. And I don't do that with every single person that I know, you know, and that's something that I had to learn. Discernment, okay, and I've talked about discernment before in other videos. It's like sitting back and watching people and seeing how they act, you know, not really so much what they say, but how they actually carry themselves, and if they really put action behind the words that they say. All right, what's the first? Yeah, look, here's this temptation. This is what's being released. Look, and standing your ground, suffering in silence. So it's like, even because this is how the energy feels. It's like you haven't quite yet. There's some people, I don't know, whomever I'm connecting with, it's like you haven't quite figured out the way to completely express the way that you have become aware of that you're feeling, or your actions that you've taken, or whatever it is, because it's different for everyone. Okay. It's also what I'm also getting is that somebody had to put their foot down, and they're standing up for their own well-being, their own peace of mind. And it's an uncomfortable feeling because like they've never stood up for themselves in this way. That's what I mean. Like it's a new, yeah, I got a new attitude. It's a new behavior. And so like anytime change is always, well, at least for me anyway, it's always just like, oh, like cringy, you know? And even if it's a positive change, you know, because learning to stand up and find your voice and stand your ground with what you believe in what your truth is, that is a positive change. Okay. But when you've lived your whole life for other people, or being a people pleaser or whatever, it's like to do this, when you first do this, especially against someone that you would never say no to, that shit's uncomfortable, you know? And that's the energy. Like this, it's like you might not be talking about it because you're trying to hold this learning to stand your ground, okay, to bring more balance into your life. Yeah, so that you can, because you are mastering your life, okay? You're creating the life that you want, and the life that you don't want is this life, okay? Yeah, this is like bringing about healing and balance, okay? Because you're trusting your own intuition. You're being divinely guided to do this, but it still feels awkward. It's like you're being, you know, like being pushed to take these steps forward, but you're like, oh my God, where the fuck are we going? You know, like I've never been down this path, but you're still doing it. And that's what true courage is. They just said courage isn't the like the lack of fear. It's having the fear but doing it anyway. And that's the energy I'm feeling, is that people are pushing through this fear anyway, you know, to get to the other side, because they know that there's more. Stand your ground. Okay, 2 more cards here for the collective. Keep seeing the intuition card. So it's like a deep knowing, a deep sense from within, learning to trust it. Yeah, look, see, here's your, And this reminds me, they reminded me of the song. Remember the song Shadow Days, John Mayer. It's all about, um, oh, they're reminding me of a line. It's, do you know that you can think you're right and then figure out you're wrong or something. There's a line like that. Do you know that you can be wrong but swear you're right, or something like that? It's in the song, and it's like, I feel like that's the awareness that's happening. It is like you're seeing that shit. Yeah, look, see, and this is bringing about a new beginning for you. Your wheel is turning. Whatever's been happening, whatever endings have been happening, whatever, because it's phases. It's like there's I feel like people are changing. Okay, the 10 is the end. Yeah, look, I was gonna say the 10 is the end, and then and then the Empress pops out, and she is a new beginning. This is what, it's the transition. This is what you're still fighting for, is that new beginning. Okay, and how you get there is by continuing to stand your ground and by taking care of yourself. There's lots of heart chakra opening happening here, okay, on a deeper level. It doesn't matter like what level you're on. It's like everybody's going through this opening of your heart chakra. You're tapping into a level of feeling. I just started like just feeling in general at a deeper level than you've ever dared or allowed yourself to feel before. You know, probably due to those blocks, like due to the way that you were mothered or fathered. You know, yeah, I'm hearing like heartache and loss. Like some of you have lost your parents, and so there's like these abandonment issues, or you've never had a father figure or a mother figure in your life, or you know, coming and going. But this is all being healed. I feel like there's new people coming in, because it's like you're raising your vibration as you demand more for your life. And it's like the people that you were gravitating towards when you were in that abandonment mindset or whatever it was. It's like this is healing inside of you. This is what's happening in your heart. Your heart is expanding. You're opening up more to love, and this is bringing in other people who actually, it's like a balanced give and take of love. And yeah, what's at the bottom? Yeah, look, see, this is, it says, sorry, my glasses are being fixed. I had to buy these. Rejoice and celebration. So this is coming together. This is another 3, body, mind, and soul, you know, divine masculine, divine feminine. And then, I heard the Holy Ghost, you know, but it's like, the 3 coming together. It's feeling balance. It's finding, like-minded people. Just feels like a lot of healing, a lot of forgiveness, rejuvenation. That's what else I'm hearing. All right, let's see. Give me a couple more cards here for the collective. Yeah, 3 of abundance. Okay, so we have 3 threes now. Okay, it says your passions will lead to your divine life purpose. Do what you love and have confidence in your talent. Learn everything there is to know about your interests, and by taking classes, getting a mentor, or teaming up with the like-minded people. Allow your creativity to soar. Yeah, and that's what I feel is happening. Because this is also about, it says fertility. Some of you might be finding out that you're pregnant or just becoming mothers. Yeah, pregnant or newborn mothers. But it's also, this is what I'm saying is like you're coming together with other people, where it's an equal give and take with whatever you're doing. Like you're seeing the off balance between some of your other relationships, and this is what's changing. Here's this Ace of Wands again, but let's see. Give me a couple more cards here for the collective. All right, there we go. Healer of Thought, which is the Queen of Swords. All right, that's my better, not bitter. And then 10 of Thought. Okay, so 10s are about ending. It says a situation that's been troubling you has come to an end, and you can breathe with a sigh of relief. With the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. It's important to fully let go of this juncture. Someone in your life may now finally be free of his or her addictions or codependency issues. Okay, so That's what I'm saying. This is that mother father healing happening that we were talking about at the beginning. All right. And then with this Queen of Thought, let's see what this is. It says it's time to clean up your life. Get rid of anything that clutters your space or makes you disorganized. People who take from you but don't give back should be released as well. You or another person involved in the situation is wise, insightful, and caring, has a wonderful sense of humor, and offers a lot of life experience. And that's exactly what I mean. It's like as you're healing this heartache inside of you, that like for a lot of you, it stems from mother father issues, okay? Generational issues being passed down. Even and it's different for everybody. I mean, this is a general reading, okay? But it's like there's abandonment issues that are healing. There's if you've resentments are being looked at in a different way so that because forgiveness is creeping in. That's what's happening. All right. And looking at people with more compassionate eyes, softer eyes. All right, let's get, but a new beginning is here. The wheel is turning. All right. So it's like, as the wheel turns, what was up here at the top is now falling off as it turns. And this is what's bringing in all this new, the new, but just because it's new doesn't mean that it's, like anytime I start something new, I'm always like nervous, like the first day of a job or whatever, working like you might be meeting new people. It just feels like everything is going to be new. You're meeting new people, new kinds of having new relationships. This is, yes, they told me to show this. This is for somebody's been wondering something, and yes, your intuition, I can't even freaking read that at all. Your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. Yeah, I'm hearing you know what to do. That somebody's like sitting there asking themselves a question about whatever. All right, so self-employment. So yes, start that job. You're creating something. That's also the Three of Pentacles. So maybe you're going to be joining forces with other people to build this project, to get the project off the ground. Watch your thoughts. So stay out of the negativity as far as like thinking that you can't do it. It says you're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. Yeah, I just heard like somebody wants to leave like a big business, like maybe you're like a partner somewhere and then you want to like open up your own private practice. And it's like, it's like, go baby, it's time. Like, don't be afraid to do it. Take action upon it. It's like the more that you look into it, like the road will open up and then you'll realize that's what you're supposed to do. Or it'll be easier. The door will just open. Yeah, because it's like this Ten of Swords. Anything that gives you that Ten of Swords energy is like, it's like, the Ten of Swords is the ending. It's like backstabbing. It's just like betrayal. It's all that shit's being left out, being left behind. Morning affirmation. So yeah, see, and even explore your options. And that's what I mean. It's like wherever you are, whether this is like in a relationship or in a job situation, I'm being guided to tell you to get out there. Just start the wheel, get the ball rolling, the wheel turning by opening up to the possibility that it can be better than it is. I feel like that's what's really freaking happening. This is a lot, okay? I'm saying it, it's coming out like it's easy. But I know for someone like me anyway, who isn't like opening up like this and making these are huge changes. So it's like, give yourself a break. This is why this morning affirmations is here. It's like, because it's like, I know when I face truth about myself and seeing myself for who I really am, sometimes it's like really sucked, and so I've put, and I didn't ever like come up with this. Other people have told me these things. It's like they told me to make sticky notes and put them on my bathroom mirror so that I'm reading it. It's like, oh, I am beautiful, I am great, whatever, I deserve good things, you know, whatever it is. You know, depending on where my head is determines how many sticky notes, like, can I just put them on the bathroom mirror, or do they need to like go on my coffee pot and like in my car and everywhere else, you know? But it's believe in yourself. It's like who you were is not who you're going, like who you need to be anymore. It's like that's all being, it's like let that shit go. That's what's happening. It's being let go. All right, here we go. Two more. All right. Yeah, see? Accept heaven's help. All right. So that is also a big issue, like asking for help. And this is something else that people are getting used to doing, is rather than doing everything by yourself because you don't trust people, because you've been gone through this whole 10 of swords. It's like that phase is ending. It's like because you continue to choose yourself and heal, your new people are coming into your life that aren't trying to betray you or take from you. And you're smarter now to, you've learned from these lessons not to allow these kinds of people. I'm hearing you're being rewarded in gifts of friendship and love. So yeah, see, blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. So whatever was burnt down, because remember we were talking, something came through earlier about the ashes, and simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance a flow of activities. And you're being helped. It's totally being divinely guided down the right path. And in this card, do you see this guy here? He's like peekabooing. She's totally unaware. Somebody is possibly watching you. Just enjoy yourself. Okay, look. See, this is also a healing of your worthiness. All right. As you've released issues of victimhood and yeah, forgive yourself. This is what's healing your self-worth. This is really beautiful. So let me see. Give me one more card here for the collective. Wow. New love and soulmate. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And for some of you, that's what's so freaking awkward. All right. Is that maybe you've been shut down for love and you were just like not expecting this, and somebody just came in, wham, you know, like you could have met this person with other people, you know, like while you were out with your friends, or you do something in a group setting. Just because this is like group setting, I'm just saying that. But it's this person is your soulmate, and that could be what's like freaking you out, you know, because you do feel a connection, but you're just like not really ready for that. That's probably where that whole I felt like I couldn't express myself. It's like, okay, you know this, you see this, you understand this, but am I ready to let this person know? No. And I totally understand that. I just heard let her rip. You know, just peel off the Band-Aid. Just do it. You know, this is a very special connection. When this card comes out, it's a big deal. This is for those of you that don't know, this is my soulmate card. I used to have a soulmate card in this deck, but it disappeared the day after the man that I love passed away a few years ago. I pulled out this deck to get a message from him, and the soulmate card was missing, and I knew that because the soulmate card came out every single time I did a reading for us, and it didn't. And then I looked through the deck and it was gone. But this deck, when I purchased it, also happened to come with 2 stay optimistic about your love life cards. So I don't believe in coincidences. That was just how it was supposed to be. It was anyway, I made one of them the S card for soulmate. So yeah, see, here's the heartache. I definitely feel that there's somebody that, because this card says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So there's somebody that hasn't expressed their love. And look, you're being guided to make the effort to express your love. And for some of you, this is like with your children to express your love. For some of you, obviously, because this soulmate and this new love, it's like definitely romantic, but this also is going in regards to your kids. Like maybe you weren't very loving, you've never really, you know you've never really expressed your love, or you're not really a hugger, like I wasn't really a hugger. But listen, express your love and true love. Like this is big, okay? I feel like some of you have recently met someone that's, yeah, brought out a lot of passion within you, but you're just like, I'm not quite sure how I feel about that yet, and it's fine. Take your time, okay? But they do want you to make the effort to get to that place where you are comfortable to express your love, because this is true love and you deserve it. You've earned it. It's like whatever you've been doing, whatever, it's like I feel like there's a lot of people working on themselves and facing many truths, like the whole reading's been talked about, and because of that, that's what's bringing in the goodness, the love and the friendship into your life, which is beautiful. So anyway, that's the message for today. I love you. I will be working on the monthlies for February. I'm sorry, January was just, I was integrating my own lessons, and I will never make a reading that I'm not moved to make, just to make a reading, because for me, that's the way it has to be. So, but I am being guided to do the February reading, so I will be doing those soon. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Bye.